So let's speak about that carpet. And here's the thing with Harry and Meghan, with everything they've spoken, all the words they've told the world. We now reflect and look back and can understand what was really going on behind the scenes before it reached our screens. Because you look back at Harry and Meghan's wedding day and you don't see that carpet under her feet as King Charles gave her away, because even the mass couldn't allow for her dad to be in situ, even if it was to create the illusion of a happy family. Because this is the real Meghan Markle, isn't it? These are the moments like Wimbledon where she clears a row of seats and that behind that and behind that, so she can be the one to stand out so extreme. These are the moments that the royal family, by the looks of it, in my opinion, as we look back upon the years since this all rolled out, and pick apart this muted down Meghan with her voice taken away and how her shine got squished in with these muted down tones within the royal family fold, and we think, you haven't told us that the royal family refused you that regal blue carpet upon the stories you have told and spoken to us, which makes me think, upon seeing the levels you will go to, the extremes you are, in how on top you want to be. And I reflect about the traditions of the royal family, and I watch Princess Catherine walk down a red carpet. I watch Princess Diana walk down a red carpet, and I see every other royal on every other royal family wedding day take that blue carpet in proud. But what do we have with Meghan? Some bold tiles under her feet, which makes me question, with them not speaking to me about how the royal family wouldn't allow that day, that this was a decision made. This was a decision made, and looking across everything they gave, I only call into question that I will have the red carpet or no carpet, Harry. And this takes me back to everything that the aftermath, and how they work and how they slowly take away your worth. This spare that he become in the instance of Meg setting in and setting up. You know, we know he was jealous. We know William had extra sausages on plates. We know the older brother had a bigger bedroom, because we live that also. A pecking order in every home across the country and globe. It's what we do. And also the older brother or sister who gets all the attention, the limelight. We've got one in our family. The golden one. The chosen one. We often call him in jest and in joke, because we all know. But that's what it is. Just normal sibling rivalry, jealousy, normal. But I believe that was blown into the stratosphere when Meghan stepped up and started to emasculate, started to question why they weren't being treated the same. Harry, up until that point, we see him with Prince William and Princess Catherine, the sister he never had, in how he was completely at one with them and himself. But all of a sudden, Meg wants the red carpet. Why can't she have it today? This is not what tradition will say, Harry. But it's not fair. My wife wants her own way, and I need to be happy, and I need to provide and give, even though if you pick it apart, he's not really the one to provide and give. The people are, because they're the one paying for this wedding on this day. The royal family are paying for him and his way. This is what they do. They pick apart everything within you. They have a target, they have a game, an end game, shall we say. And we've watched that every step of the way, because Meghan Markle will come out and speak of this mild and meek, this muted down tone that she was in the royal family and its home. But we see the counteraction in her behaviours and actions of no carpet under her feet. Most would be happy with this regal blue standing out on their wedding day to be marrying a prince of a country. What happened? Why did you not have that blue carpet under your feet? Why did you refuse? And we all put all the actions and behaviours and the words that she's spoken and connect it to the reality is it wasn't enough. It means she wasn't on top. Red spoke of on top. Blue didn't. It was beneath. In anything we've seen with Meghan Markle, she likes to be on top. So yeah, I just wanted to speak to that, because when we get angry, when someone comes along and creates this anger and they facilitate that within us, i.e. me and you looking at Harry and Meghan and the abuse, the way they've treated their families, we get anger. So the logical thinking moves aside. We can't navigate that anymore because these feelings pulsate and they run and they blur the reality. We all know Harry was happy with his family until Meghan came to town. We all know the levels and the lengths and the extremes she will go to hone her being at the top. But we can't separate that anger, that frustration of the injustice that we see. But here's the thing. I feel like Harry could not separate that same anger and injustice that you see. But there's a difference, because Harry's life before was ticking along and running so calmly, so fairly, and so nice. But he slowly started to get emasculated by the one by his side. And he started to take that out on the ones who have always been by his side. He started to get anger and spoilt princely like, fighting the dragons and slaying them. For that red carpet she does want and like. Why am I being treated different to the other wives in this family and life? And there it is. He slowly becomes the spare in his own marriage, the spare in his family, the spare that was never there before, but he's there now and barely there. Because that anger grows to selfish, spoilt, resentful ways of self-indulgence, which we've seen across our airwaves and on the press and on the papers with the puff pieces of hate while his family battle a disease and illness so extreme. But she never got that red carpet. So I shall speak of the unfairly that you treat, when the reality is, if he uses logical thinking, every other royal family member had that blue carpet. It was enough. It was okay for them, their spouses. That was normal. It's tradition. Hundreds of years it gone by. But no, not today. Because it's Meg's day. And whatever Meg wants, she will get. But she couldn't get the red carpet, so she refused the one in the middle. So instead, she was left with tiles under her feet as her father-in-law gave her away. And since that day, we've seen her do nothing but trash his name. These are all my thoughts and my opinions shared with you, how the little snapshots into the reality of how they've abused, but how we have the visual shots to what was going on behind the scenes, which match up to their actions and behaviours we've watched them do since they left the scene.